Okay, so in the first video, we were looking at basically moving Math 26 down a smidgen and then copying that element to create a new element above it, which in your email, let me just see where it is. Hold on, let me pull it open from Alyssa. Math chart is shows we want a Math 28 differential equations in here. So what's easy is one thing that we did, you see here, see this guy's overlapping there. We'll fix that. What you can do once you're done creating a graphic is convert the text to outlines. I think I mentioned that to you on the phone once before. In this case, it's good that we didn't do that because we want to go back in and edit this. So I need to find the text tool here, just like in InDesign. Oh no. Uh-oh. I lost my connection. And I'm just stuck here in limbo while I wait for my connection to come back. Okay, here it is. Sorry about that. We lost some critical seconds. Okay, anyway, so I want to go and get my type tool, and I'm going to go hover right over in between the 2 and the 6, and I'm going to delete and edit it as I would in InDesign. I'm going to Math 28, and we're going to say differential equations. Let's see if we can fit it. Differential equations. Ooh, that's tight. Okay, so I'm going to go here and select the text box, and actually I need to actually make this box bigger. So remember how I grouped it before? That was Control G. I'm going to do Command Shift G to ungroup it. The shift is the action of undoing it, and I'm going to look at this frame right here. And I'm going to go do my direct selection tool and click on this box. Oh, this might be easier. Actually, cancel that. I'm going to click my black selection tool, and I'm going to make it a little bit larger. And actually see the drop shadow behind it? I'm actually going to make that one a little bit larger too. Don't do that to me. I'm going to grab my zoom option down here. This is the little magnifying glass. Zoom in a little closer. And I'm scrolling over to the right with my mouse. On my page. Anytime you can use the hand here to move the page around, you can do that as well. So I'm going to click on this. See, it's showing the out frame of that box, and I'm just going to drag it up a little bit to get that drop shadow look. Kind of fun. I can go a little taller. Oops, nope. Undo that. Okay, so now, then I'm going to use my arrows to nudge up the box here, and it's still showing that it's too large. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to drag my tool down, and I can assume that that text is selected. And I'm going to just take the font size down from, let's just take it down to 10. If it's 10, we fit it. Now I'm going to, and it fits, but it looks a little tight. So I'm going to hold down my Shift key and hit Return. And it's still too small, but that's okay. Let's see. Now I drag down the box. Now what we have here is that we have leading. The leading is the space in between lines, and the leading is too much for this application. So I'm going to go down here and set the leading, and I'm going to adjust the leading so that it's 11 points, and I think we'll be okay. Notice here, this is your text size box, and I'm in my character palette. The text size does not show text size. That's because these are two different text sizes. So that tells me that's 10, and this is 11.19. So I'm going to just select both of them, and I'm just going to go into the text box, and I'm going to type 11 points. Then they'll match. And now we have the box added. Okay? So, now, here we also have this puppy. See how that's sticking out over? Remember we talked about stacking order? This is actually on the top of the stack. We want it on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead for right now, and I'm going to go to Object, or I usually do this by keystrokes. I'm going to go Arrange. On the Object menu, I'm going to select Arrange, and I'm going to say Send to Back. And see what it did? It snapped it behind this set of objects right here. Now, to see the whole page, I'm going to say Control-0, and there we have it. Okay, so that was pretty easy, wasn't it? Well, not really. Okay, so down here, I see that you also indicated you need to get rid of those things. And so all we're going to do is clicking not on any other graphic. I'm going to go down here, making sure that I'm in the correct tool. And right now we're in the selection tool. I'm going to drag a box over the Math 601. Our objective is to try to delete that and to make sure I grab that little arrow and not the box above it. And we zoom in here and we see that I have successfully selected the arrows as indicated by the little blue nodules and these boxes here. And I'm going to say delete. And that's all I had to do. So pretty simple. So if that's it, which I think it is, we can now turn the layers back on. Where'd my layers palette go? View, window, layers. There's the palette appeared again, and we're going to turn that on. And I'm going to file save as. And what I like to do in this situation is save it as a new version. And so here it was called Math Sequence PDF, and I'm going to say 2017-18, and maybe an underscore. Again, I'm anal about filing conventions. And sometimes when you're doing iterative, like stuff like this where people have to proof it, it's a good job to, every time you make a change, to save it as a new date. So for example, what I might do, for the sake of example here, is say that I made this on 2017-02, meaning February 13.pdf. And then if I had to go in and change it tomorrow, I'd save it as 2017-14. And then when I go into the files, they'll all sort according to their date. Okay, there we have it. And I'm going to save PDF. And I'm going to push pause, and I'll be talking to you later.